I'm just saying, man, like, if I could find a way to experience that character without experiencing the show, like, that's the conundrum, isn't it? When you have that character that you're like, I know this one slaps. She probably does. She definitely gives off the vibes of she would slap the shit out of somebody. But this character slaps. She bang. She wonderful. She great. She fantastic. Half the audience don't like her. For some reason, I don't know. Fuck them. But that's okay, because I don't care. Great design. Seems cool. Interesting. Unique. Maybe not so unique now, but like for the time, I guess, more point. So anyway, folks, I have been hard at work since you last saw me. That's right, this is a week later since the last time we did a big heckin' speakeroo, even though for you it's the same week. How you guys enjoying G-Witch Week? You guys digging it? I'm digging it too. Aside from all of the pain. Anyway, but yeah, so anyway, it's been a week since I got around to watching those first batches of episodes, but yeah, who's ready to get caught up? But yeah, no, so I've been spending like all this past week doing a lot of filling out like forms and charts and shit. Pokemon Home came out, so I went out and like finally fucking fixed all of my shit around with my fucking living dexes, both the shiny and not so shiny. Turns out that shit consumes the fuck out of your time. And I don't care because it's cool. Did I do research tasks? Fucking remembering that I'm missing like 84 fucking alchemies. But outside of that, doing pretty good, all things considered. But yeah, so I spent a lot of time doing that, and also then once I got that figured out, I was like, cool, I'm still in the mood to do shit like this, so I'm finally going back and updating my favorite character chart. If you don't know what that is, it's because you're new here. Hi. But anyway, like, if you've been in the Discord and stuff like that, you might know, and I've talked about it before, but like, I try and keep a chart, like, of all of my favorite characters. It's 151, it's another Pokemon reference. I have one track mind, it's fucking Ruby or Pokemon, that's it. Or gay ladies, it's those three things, clearly. Yeah, so I'm doing that. So I finally, since I haven't updated it since like fucking 2021, oh my goodness, I have been going back and working my way through setting that up. Also, profoundly fucking time consuming, and also I have to fight my own dumbass brain, because my brain can't help but try and fight against, like, to conform to the expectations of people who don't fucking care, and to feel like I have to put certain characters in certain places because, oh, well, this is recency bias, or because fucking, because other people like this thing, or because this is a really popular, famous character, or because this meant something to you at one point but doesn't mean as much now, or because this didn't mean anything to you in the past but now it means a whole lot of heckin' something. I fucking hate my skull and the thing that's in it. It's so very small. Anyway, point is, doing that, and before I got started, I figured I'd mention it because it's mecha, but I'm trying to figure out Asuka in there. But that's also the interesting thing, because like Asuka's like one of those few characters on that list that's from something that I haven't seen, or that I've seen like an episode of, like Kino's on there too, but I've seen 3 episodes. It's basically the same thing. I've seen the whole show, basically. But like, she's easily the biggest example of that. Like, Ryuko used to be that. Now I'm actually watching through Kill la Kill, so I'm like, oh, I was correct to put her so fucking high. But again, like, Asuka, like, just, I don't want to watch that show. Like, at all. Like, even a little bit. But I want to know all there is to know about that character, and watch all of the stuff with her in it that doesn't make me upset. You know? It's a struggle, man. It is a deathly concerning balancing act that we have to play with ourselves. That was not the right term to be using. That didn't sound good at all. So G-Witch. Also, for anyone who wants to know, recency bias aside, obviously. Though that being said, sometimes I fucking nail that shit. Again, fucking Michiru and Ichigo ain't moved for fuck all. Still like sitting in... Well, I get it. Michiru's jumped down to 1. But, like, yeah, or 2. Like, that's a huge fucking difference, huh? And the Ichigo's stuck at 3 for, like, or 3 or 4 for fucking forever now, so. Also, like, fucking nailed Yukino from the start. She's only even gotten better, and she was already, like, top 10. But, like, point is, recency bias aside, I think I have Miorine sitting at 14. I think I have her at 14 on the list, 14 or 15, and then, like, Suletta's at 20, I think. But we'll see where that goes from here. Nika's on there, too. I didn't put the Chuchu train yet. I haven't decided. I don't think she's going on there yet, but who knows? Maybe she will beat the shit out of me if I don't. Also, perhaps maybe Cecilia ends up on there, because I'm pretty sure this is the episode where people started being unrelentingly fucking horny for Cecilia. Which might make sense, because she showed up like a fucking spooky jump scare in the last episode. Am I recording? I am, that's good. She probably won't get that high out, but I guess she got a cool design, I guess. Is she a fucking weirdo? She a super villain? She gonna do some evil villain shit? I don't fucking know. She's gonna be a wonderful sweetheart potato. I don't know. What I do know is we have 3 episodes of G-Witch to get through here today, and then we will officially be all caught up, and then starting on Thursday, as per usual, we will be current with shows. With this show. Not shows. Ain't no other show being fucking current. But, you know, this one. Which is both really fun and a bummer. Because it does mean we're burning through G-Witch infinitely fucking faster than I had originally planned to. But it also does mean, again, we are current. You guys get a fuck ton of G-Witch all at once. I mean, the Patreon peeps already would have, but... What did they do? Pay me money? Anyway. Thank you, everybody. You guys are so sweet, by the way. Yeah. So that's the thing. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I am sorry about, like, episode 2 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my fucking computer there. Hopefully, I know the frame rate's fucked, but, hopefully the sync and everything is okay. The boy in fucking the Discord was saying that it was okay enough, but I'm not sure. What I do know is we're going to watch the G-Witch of it all. What the hell happened in the last episode? I'm pretty sure we left Suletta just floating out in space. Because Prosper is a rude hoe. And also, Eri was there. But she baby? And is she also like 12 different baby? And also she's like 20-something? It's... Don't worry about it. It's complicated. It's weird. Speaking of weird, again, when I was doing the Asuka thing, I was reading through the wiki. Because there was one thing I really needed to know. Like, if there was ever going to be a chance I watched that show, there was going to be one thing that I needed to know going in, whether or not it was a thing. It's kind of like with Oshinoko in that first episode. From what I can tell, it wasn't a thing. So that's good. That's positive. So maybe one day. Definitely not. But maybe one day. But definitely not. But I'll probably spoil myself 1,000 times over before that ever happens. But probably not. Because we probably won't watch it. Anyway, point is G-Witch. We're going to go ahead and do this. It's episode 19. That's right. I also got the gay grapes of it all. So that's pretty great. Pretty grape. Fuck, it was right there and I got to it too late. Anyway. I'm so mad I missed that until like second too late. Anyway, ladies and gents, and those two beautiful, we are here with G-Witch episode 19. Yes, that's correct. And we're going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully, everything works okay. This is the first thing I'm recording today. I'm not sure how the frame rate is going to do. Also, I am officially moved over to a different browser from the previous one. And we're going to find out if that means it works better or worse, or it doesn't at all. I'm honestly not sure how it's gonna go, but we're gonna wing it because Chrome's a bastard. We're gonna figure out if Opera is a bastard as well. I mean, they're a bastard on Twitter. They're pretty great. I'm enjoying it so far. I've had it for first week. It's not sponsored, but if you wanted to give me money, you could do that. You could do that, though. I thrive on nothing but ramen. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do this. And not the expensive kind. And 3, fucking what? I got distracted. I'm trying to do 8 things at once. Make stupid jokes, think about anime women, and do this all at once. It's terrible. And also wonderful. In 3, Get over here. In 3, 2, 1, Gwitch. Right. Miorine's coming on down to do a big, hey, can we not kill each other? So that can only go positively. Especially since we're... Oh, girl, how you doing? How do you even maintain that situation in space, my boy? I'm not 100% sure either. Also, I don't remember who pointed it out, but that was the dude who fucking... This is like the dude who murks fucking, I was gonna say Suletta's dad. Not necessarily Suletta's... I mean, yeah, it's a matter of perspective. Clones are complicated, but... Fuck. Every time you're on screen. Point is that guy. Which I didn't notice. But then it was pointed out and I'm like, oh! He just became a bigger... Oh my god. I'm vibing, but calm down. Also, I'd like to point out, again, between like the chart and work and all this shit, I have listened to fucking like Red Birthmark fucking so goddamn much. It is burned into my fucking brain pan. It is ridiculous. It's so good. Like, I enjoy all three of the fucking... Oh, that's the thing I need to talk about. I totally forgot about that. We'll talk about that in the next episode, because I think that's where it'll be relevant. I don't know. But I don't not know. So we'll talk about that. But, spoilers, man. It's hard. It's hard out here. It's why I want to be current. Pretty sure it's Noria. But anyway. Yeah, I enjoy all of the OPs and EDs. But, oh my god, it's fucking perfect. It's so good. And again, I remember when I watched it the first time, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's not good. But I bet if I listen to it more, it'll totally hit. And the next time I listened to it, I was like, oh no, it's the best one. Oh, sweet potato. She's going through some shit at the moment there, squad. If only we could solve every problem by punching it in the fucking face. Nika's a sweet potato. Also... I mean, admittedly, you're in a difficult situation. Again, I'm not fucking happy with how it has gone, because I love the... I wish that was me. Anyway, not Martin. He's fine, but that's not my... You know what I mean. Brother, man. I'm sorry, you're fine. It's just, you're not Rosado. There's no venti here, my boy. I get it, internet. I get it. Anyway, fuck. That distracted me so hard. Again, again, I'm very unhappy with the situation Nika is in currently. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted thrice, Nika situation bad. I know, but also Martin, I get. Been here for like 10 minutes trying to get this figured out. Yeah, maybe that's not just the way, though. You know? Can you shut your goddamn mouth? A little fancy tea party? Recording again? I don't much care for the music. It's a lot of bad vibes. You got this, girl. Just do be careful, because, 101 ways that can go wrong from 100 different directions. Gotta remember to go back and fix that. Well, fuck. Alright, this is fucking Prosper's bullshit, isn't it? Jesus. God damn, girl. Girl, breathe. fuck? Again, well, that was kind of her. I don't particularly want that either. Like, again, don't get me wrong. Noria's fucking really complicated, but I don't really want that to happen either. We'll talk in the intro for next episode. It's your fucking people, man. Miorine's a fucking queen, man. She ain't the fucking other ones. I mean, yeah, that's the good shit. The real good shit. Shoutouts, Doc. Oh, sweetie, Jesus Christ. You gotta get out of fucking bed eventually. Eat a fucking sandwich or something. Hey, you big poofy train. How you doing? You cannot stop the choo-choo train. You're coming along for the ride. She's hooked you onto the fucking thing. Engine. Some shit. Train jokes. Oh, sweetie. Oh. We love us a fucking smiley Suletta. I feel like we've been severely lacking in that as of late. Hey, bud. But she's also our girl. Again, it was not the right move, necessarily. But she's our queen. Also, again, she me for real, so if I don't say that, I'm gonna turn into some real self-hatred shit. I'm trying to not do that so much anymore. She's really cool. Yeah. Again, I get why it was done. Again, there does seem to be an incredibly consistent recurring theme of the show, is like, doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. Alright. Hi, Shadow. Hmm. Don't... Like, it's a fucking... Would you... Yeah... It's true, he's kind of a fucking weasel. Girl, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Bitch, what are you doing? Eri, your mom's a hoe, and you really gotta stop listening to her. Oh, fuck. I mean, one of them fucking did. One of them is a thundering pain in the ass. Now we've officially hit. Everyone's saying a bunch of big names again, and I've just gone full stupid. God damn it, Prospera. I fucking... You fucking... For 5 goddamn seconds, can we just not? Fucking bullshit. Your fucking mom-in-law's an dumbass. Oh, fuck. Motherfucker. I trusted you from your Kaguya days. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we just throw this motherfucker out into the vastness of space? Like, the other one's annoying, but at least he's... Like, you could at least make an argument like... Would you you fucking freak? Oh my god, I hate everybody in the show. Everybody that isn't my little squad. I fucking hate them. Oh, sweetie. It's not your fucking fault. Just take them all. Just all of them. Just take all. Fucking Lan, Prospera, fucking Delling, fucking Shadik, and just throw them into space. just throw them all away. I hate them all. This is how we fix this problem. I'm gonna turn into a fucking radical revolutionary, but we just gotta kill them all. They're all... It's in a video game. Oh, you know, I saw the title of that episode. It's definitely giving me good vibes. Again, we might have a little bit of potential spoiler talk to talk about fucking before the start of that episode. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Fucking hell. Anyway. I didn't like that very much. It's very rude. And I'm officially tired of your bullshit. Again, cannot express this enough. I understand where, like, all of them are coming from. Except for Elaine. Stick that man in a trash compactor. He's just a twat. At least the other one, who's also a twat, is at least, like... He's at least got the thing of like, hey, I'm here for this explicit job to basically just go off and die eventually, and like, You know, like, you can understand why that person would be jaded as fuck and apathetic and, like, all fucked up in head and shit. Like, that makes sense. I get that. The other one's just a fucking gremlin freak. But at least that one, at least got something. And, like, that's the kind of person, like, as shitty as they're, like, you can pull them out of that eventually. Like, in the right situation, the right people, you can find common ground. Clearly, like, he has that with Noria, even. Also, in regards to spoiler stuff, again, it's been so hard avoiding shit for G-Witch, because the internet doesn't care. It doesn't matter what I mute. It doesn't care. But I actually have seen a lot of art of him and Noria together, and it's really fucking cute, honestly. And I hate that, because I don't like him very much. But I think that's a really cute combination, and I would genuinely like to see that be a thing, so that those two could maybe find, in their own fucked up way, some peace amongst themselves, so they can not do all of the bad shit. You know? And I think it's worth talking about it now, because I don't know about anything in the future. I know about some we'll talk about in a second. But, like, I don't really know too much about what goes on in the future, but, like, you can see the bits of that already in the show. Like, again, you like, straight, like, holding her hand. Like, obviously, they've had a lot of, like, back and forth tension, as one would put it. And there's a lot of common ground between them. They feel like they're basically just there to die, especially after Sophie died. Then, yeah, Noria was left to basically just to deal with it all alone, and realizing that, like, yeah, no, that's kind of just what I'm gonna be eventually. And clearly, she would rather not. And again, I would rather that not happen, honestly. Because again, like Noria, she's a fucking problem, but she doesn't have to be a problem. Again, if the show's done one thing really well, it's make me very willing to forgive certain people as they grow and develop, and to want to set them on fire when they grow and develop in the bad way, in the way that I don't love as much. The list of people I want to set on fire is growing exponentially. but like, it's, I want to have a version of this story where, you know, that works out, where Noria doesn't fucking, you know, end up just dying in a fucking Gundam. And, you know, similarly with Homeboy, I would love a version of this where that doesn't happen, and those two maybe can find some common ground and handle their shit, and maybe even, you know, recover in a good way outside of everyone else's bullshit. Because, like, that's the thing, is, like, even with those, with someone like him, and like Noria, like, again, I talked about this before, it was like, the other thing that this show and RWBY have in common extremely consistently is the theme of, like, hey, so the previous generations fucking suck. They ruined everything, and they continue to, constantly. Everything they do fucks it all up. You're all bad at this. Stop. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. Go away. Fuck off to some abandoned moon in the middle of goddamn nowhere, and just fucking stop, because you're bad. Prosper, you are bad. Delling, you are bad. Fucking the people fucking blowing shit up down on Earth, bad. The people blowing shit up in space, bad. Fucking all of it. You're all terrible. Shadik, you're a bad example because you're part of the current generation that I was talking about. But, like, even then again, all of that is left over from this shit that got fucked up from the previous group. Like, again, the reason Shadik is doing all of this dumb shit is because he's trying to fucking make everything better in the shittiest way possible. Or at least by his fucking thing. He's also a weird fucking freak about Miorine, and I get it. Again, Miorine, I love her. She's fantastic. Glorious. I'm buying a wedding ring right now. It's like, I get it. But you're a fucking freak, and I don't much care. I don't much care for it. I don't much care for your attitude, sir. But like, yeah, like, even that's there. And again, Alan, like, the one that's maybe salvageable. We've already salvaged one of them. And then we didn't because they fucking deep fried his ass. But like, you know what I mean? Like, even that, the whole reason he's such a fucking goddamn gremlin asshole is because he's stuck in this situation that he feels he has to be stuck in because of everyone else around him who ran all this shit in the first place. And that's the same shit that fosters why the real Ilan is a fucking dirt person. But like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, no, the whole point is that, like, you're all really bad at this shit. Stop doing it. But again, also, I really like, again, it is a very consistent theme, the title of this episode. An extremely consistent theme of the show is, like, everyone is doing what they think is right. The problem is, like, you're really fucking bad at doing it. You're doing it in the wrong way. And again, sometimes it's small little things. It's things that you can recover from. It's things that are like Martin turning in Nika. Like, we can come back from that. Like, fucking, there's another good example I wanted to go for specifically. I would argue, again, Nika as well. Obviously, I love Nika. I have to defend Nika at all times because she's wonderful. And again, literally just me, but cool in every way that I'm not. But yeah, there was another example I wanted to specifically go for. But it's escaping me now at this point in time. But I was trying to think of something Miorine. Oh, fucking Miorine. Fucking destroying Suletta's hopes and dreams. You can come back from that. Not the greatest move, but I fully understand why she was doing it, and you can come back from that. And they will. And they'll get married and be happy and wonderful and adopt a fucking space doggo. Or some shit. I don't fucking know. Maybe just they'll take the goats. Just like steal the goat and be like, this is our child. Our precious goat child. His name is Damien. Anyway, point is, also, on the topic of that, again, I talked about this at the end of season 1, but Cour, whatever the fuck it is. Talked about it there, but after I wrapped that up, I started going back and listening to scenes and stuff. I don't think I talked about this, or I couldn't have talked about it earlier because that was the previous episodes. Anyway, so I went back. Say what you will about Nika's choices and her decision-making. Maybe not the smartest, still infinitely smarter than me. Anyway, point is, fucking, goddamn it. Yeah, I went back and actually got to listen to a bit more, because I'd listened to some of, like, again, Elizabeth's version of Prospera, especially during, like, her kind of, like, discussion with Miorine and shit about their little fuck you off that they had together. She's really great there. Again, I can't express this enough. I really like Natalie's version of fucking Miorine. I think she does a really good job. Again, Jill's really hard for me because for whatever reason, just it doesn't. The voice just doesn't work. That being said, the whole reason I wanted to mention it is I did also, while I was getting thumbnails and listening to it in the dub, I rewatched that scene like 40 times. The fucking Goodbye My Country Bumpkin of it all. My sweet Mercurian hillbilly. Fuck. That. And again, Kana, Suletta is absolutely without question my favorite performance from Kana. Just flat out, like, it's great. And again, that's coming from someone who likes Michiru. I do like Michiru more than Suletta, but don't worry about that. Who likes Ichigo even a little more than Suletta. Still, again, as I mentioned earlier on, she's still like my fucking 4th favorite character of all time. I think this is just such a phenomenal performance. But every once in a while, I've been going back and listening to the dub. Even though Jill on the whole doesn't work for me as Suletta, again, I don't know what it is, the voice just doesn't work for me. There's very specific moments where she fucking nails it. Where it's fucking perfect. And I'm like, oh my god, if that was it the whole time, like, as much as I adore Kana's performance, it would be a much harder choice to not watch the sub. Or to watch the dub. Whichever one made sense in the context of the sentence I just made. Yeah, no, like, it's just, her fucking, like I mentioned it before during, my favorite scene from the previous, season, you know, when, you know, 3 emails a day and shit. Again, I think Natalie does really good, and Jill wasn't working with me too much. But there's, like, the one moment in there when fucking Miorine, because obviously she gives her a lot of taps, and then she just fucking cracks her in the tit, and she just implodes in on herself. Like, Kana does that fine, but for whatever reason, Jill does that fucking expertly. Like, it's perfect. Like, she just went the extra little mile with the sound that she makes, and it's perfect. And it's such a small little thing, but it's great. But that was just that one little moment in that scene. Again, I've rewatched that, the goodbye scene significantly more even, while I was getting stuff, because I was trying desperately to figure out how to get Suletta's face in there without her just looking like the one fucking meme from One Piece. It's kind of close, and then just her crying face. It's the open mouth that does it. I have to laugh. Otherwise, I'd be crying. Anyway, fuck, what am I trying to say? That scene specifically, again, Kana does a great job in it. Like, it's a really good scene. And I do think probably I like Lynn's version of Miorine in that scene slightly more than Natalie. Though I do think she does a really good job. I think some people didn't really vibe with it just because it's so monotone. But, like, that's literally the entire point. She's trying to shrug fucking Suletta off. She's trying to make her feel as bad as possible. It's fucked up, but I mean, I get what she's doing. So I think she does a really, really good job there. But also I wasn't really focusing on Miorine's performance. That being said, Lynn's performance as Miorine. But again, I listened to it a lot in the sub, or dub. Jesus Christ. Jill fucking owns that scene. Like, again, Kana's really good in it, but I don't know why. Despite all of the other stuff that doesn't work for me for her, it really makes me want to go back and watch the whole show in sub or in dub, because I feel like there's probably a lot of little moments like that where, like, on the whole it doesn't work for me, but there are just a lot of little moments where she just fucking nails it. I'm like, why does that work but everything else doesn't? But yeah. Like, when she starts fucking breaking down, starts crying to fucking ghoul and shit, when she starts fucking begging him to fucking give her a rematch and shit, it's really fucking good. I don't know why she just was like, I'm gonna go fuck you levels of great on this one, but she does, and it's really goddamn wonderful. In a horrible way, because it's a very sad scene. But, yeah, it's like one of those few ones that I'm like, I think I like that just a little bit better in the dub, which is weird, again, because it's Jill's version of Suletta, and it really works. I don't know why it hits, because I don't think the voice is radically different, but yeah, whatever it is that she decided to hit on that note, she fucking owns that shit. And again, really makes me want to go back and listen to more of it, and dub eventually. Fuck, I don't remember how we got here. Alright, Miorine doing a thing wrong, but for a good reason. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's good. Again, I'm a big fan of themes and stuff. There's a lot of crossover in themes between this and Ruby, and I love a lot of the themes in Ruby and how they are done and illustrated in a really wonderful, beautiful fucking way. So I obviously very much appreciate it with how it's done in here too. Only thing this show is missing is a bunch of fucking songs, a bunch of fucking canonical songs and shit. Turn this into a fucking musical like Ruby, except not in that way, but more in just like the storytelling through music more often. Can you imagine if this show just had like as many songs as like Ruby does? And they were all as fucking as good as Red Birthmark. Anyway, point is, fucking You can't win them all, can you? That's why she'll always be the inferior. But it's really good. Even it makes me want to drop kick. I was about to say drop kick women, but I mean, Prosper, if it makes you feel any better, I would very much like to drop kick many of the men. Honestly, more of the men than the women in this show. So it's damn, the one-time equality didn't kick in, right? Anyway, fucking shit. Anyway, point is, stop. Stop doing the things that you're doing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, I think, and I will hop on to episode 20 of G-Witch. And again, I will need to open with a little bit of a discussion on spoiler things, because I don't have... It's one of those spoilers that I have a specific visual, and I don't technically know exactly how the context is gonna go, but it gives a very specific vibe, and like, I seen this shit before, so I probably know how it's gonna go. I don't particularly care for that. I'd prefer if it didn't. But I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to that for as best as possible, but I wouldn't say I'm feeling lucky, punk. Anyway. Also, I'm starting to again see why everyone was so horny for fucking Cecilia. I get it. I wish that was me too. Again, not you, Martin, don't worry. I mean, yes, you, Martin, but not in the yes, you, Martin, in the more like, hello, I'm Martin. He doesn't sound like that, but like, what I... Put it in my mouth. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and see you next time, folks, for episode 20 of Gwitch. I'm not going to say what I thought I wanted to say, because I've been violent enough for the characters I don't much care for, and also, that's a big spoiler, so I shouldn't. If only we could do what we do for Ruby for all these people that piss me off so goddamn much. Anyway, I'm going to flat. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go. Goodbye, everybody. Fucking priest bastard. God damn it.